Sometimes things just don't work out. We've all had those days where no matter how much you plan and prepare, everything kind of falls apart. When we have days like that, we can do one of two things. We can accept defeat and give up, or we can push forward, keep trying, and hope that we can make something positive out of a bad day. I realize that whenever I come to this crossroads, I always make the same decision. I never give up. I always choose to keep moving forward, to keep trying. And I found that as long as I have that hope and I keep trying, I always make something positive out of a bad day. I went to New York City the other day, and I planned for it. I was excited about it. I had my film camera, digital camera, vlog camera, and everything that could go wrong went wrong that day. Nothing worked out. None of my shots, none of my video footage. Some mistakes I made out of frustration. Some things went wrong because of people, other people in the city. I don't have to get into it, but one example, I was on the Staten Island ferry and I saw this guy out by the back of the boat by himself, leaning against the edge of the deck, the railing. And I could see him through these back windows, and he was so well framed. It was such a good shot. And the second I lifted up my camera, these people walked by into the frame, saw me, looked at him, looked back at me, and decided that I'm not allowed to take that guy's picture. So they stood there and they stared at me until I went away. Something similar happened on the boat as well, where I was sitting down, taking a break because I was frustrated at how the day was going. And I saw this guy sitting a few feet away from me, and he had his skateboard on the ground on its side, and he had his feet resting on the skateboard. And his skateboard had this really cool design. It was like a pop of orange that matched the orange of the boat. And that was a great shot too. And the second the guy saw me start to, grab my camera around my neck, he grabbed his board, tucked it under the seat, and then tucked his legs under the seat. Just one of those days. I decided to have some patience. Wait around certain areas where I knew these areas, this is a good frame. I was fishing, hoping somebody would walk in and complete a composition, and that the composition wouldn't be ruined like all my compositions were getting ruined throughout the day. And I got shots. I still got shots. Were they as good as the ruined shots could have been? I don't think so. If I didn't keep trying, if I didn't move forward with that hope to make something good out of a bad day, I wouldn't have gotten the shots that I ended up with. I would have just had a collection of ruined shots that I would have to relive looking at them on the computer. And nobody wants to do that. At a certain point in the day, I was so frustrated and in my own head that I couldn't think clearly. I was messing up my camera settings. I was blowing out highlights, missing focus, using the wrong aperture. I was making rookie mistakes. And it was because I was frustrated. I was angry that I wasn't getting the shots I was trying to get. In these situations, when you're having a bad day, but you're trying to move past it, you have to stop what you're doing and take a deep breath. And as simple as it sounds, one good deep breath can make all the difference. And you just keep trying. So I guess the point of this video is to acknowledge the fact that we all have bad days, bad experiences. You just can't give up. You can make something positive out of a bad day, out of a bad experience. You just have to keep trying. Had I given up, whether I stayed in New York and just stopped shooting, or if I decided to go home early, I wouldn't have gotten the shots that did work out. Even if I feel that they're not as good as the shots that were ruined, what those shots could have been, they're still the shots that did work out. And I only got those shots because I didn't give up. Here are the shots that I got while in New York. I think what makes these shots special to me is the fact that in spite of the bad day that I was having, in spite of the frustration, the fact that I was the reason some of my shots didn't work, I still pushed forward and was able to get these shots. If you spend an entire day out shooting and you come home at the end of it all with only one shot, one keeper out of 1,000 photos, it was a good day. So if you're having a bad day and you feel like giving up, don't. Keep trying. Keep pushing forward and make something positive out of a bad day. Thanks for watching.